Hey Glenn, I'm live! Hope that didn't end up being loud for anyone. Just let me know if the camera's alright and audio's alright. If anyone's having any issues, let me know and I'll try and correct them from my end. So, everything alright and everyone else? Everything alright on the clan's end? Alright, so far everything seems good. This is actually a very, very special live stream, everyone, because this is officially the final live stream for this webcam. Not IMD. This is the final live stream for this webcam because of Charles, who is here. Charles6835 was gracious enough to actually donate enough money and specified me to get a new webcam. So he actually specified his donation to be used to get a better webcam, and I did. I've ordered it. I ordered it yesterday. I wasn't able to order it off of the site I wanted. I actually had to order it off of another site because the site I wanted to get off of didn't actually accept PayPal. Um, so he donated it, and I'll go off another site. And he, so this is the final live stream for this webcam. It's sad. This webcam has been through a lot with me. It's taken many, many nude pictures of me. It's had many, many countless porn videos filmed of me, and it's also the webcam that started these videos. And don't worry, you're not going to see the porn videos. I kind of got rid of those. But yeah, this is so it's a sad goodbye for this webcam. We'll give it a little pat in the head. It's been through a lot. It's done everything it can. But thanks, Charles, for your gracious donation. And don't worry, your webcam will be here by Monday, I hope. And I'm going to announce I'm actually going to be doing a test live stream with that webcam on Stickum sometime next week. So I make sure everything goes all right with it. It is actually a HD webcam, so you'll actually get to see my ugly mug in HD. Don't think anyone wants to see that, but if you watch my videos, you've seen it plenty of times. So thanks again, Charles, for your gracious donation, and thanks to anyone else here who donated. I really do appreciate it from every single one of you. I'll try and keep my clothes on, Charles. I'll try. But I'm surprised. I'm completely flabbergasted by your generosity, clan. I really do appreciate it. I actually have enough money to actually either get a new mic or a headset. I'm debating whether or not what I want to get at the moment. A headset would be alright, but I've got my eye on a good mic. I'm just debating whether or not what I need to get. I just need to finalise a couple of things with PayPal and then having some minor issues with it. The webcam is coming on Monday, and hopefully the mic should be here once I order it sometime just before next week's live stream as well. So you'll have better visual quality and better audio quality. And big thank you to Charles for the webcam, and also to other people who donated as well. I graciously accepted those donations, but don't worry, I did verify it with them. As I say, that's the way the donations work. From now, if you want to donate something, i.e. money via PayPal, you have to contact me first. And by the way, I accept all donations, small or large. And by the way, some of the clan were extremely generous. I mean, extremely generous. I don't want to say how much the person donated, but someone donated a very large amount, and it is going to good use. Don't worry, all the money goes towards making these videos better and better. So I thank you all for those, your gracious, gracious donations, and thank you all so much for it. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Rose. Um, and as it is, I really do appreciate it, every single one of you. I'm completely flabbergasted by your donations, guys. I really do appreciate it. I literally almost did a heart attack when the person donated the large amount. I literally went, "What the punch?" um, I haven't checked my messages in a while, earlier. Sorry, I'll check them in a wee bit. Depends on the message what you sent me. But thank you for that, and as I said, if you want to donate, just a simple rule, just contact me first and say what you want to donate. And also the rule is, of course, if you want to get me to get a specific thing that you want to donate for, like say, let's just say one of you wanted me to review Darksiders 2, and I say, and unfortunately at the moment I can't afford to get it. One of you says, I want you to review it, here's the money for it. I would literally ask you like 12 times, are you fucking sure you want to give me this money? That's just a hypothetical thing, but as I say, the way it can work, it can be an old game or a new game. I'm not too fussed, or even a movie or a specific thing you want me to review. Just say what you want to donate it for. I'll check the price on where I can get it, and I'll say here's how much it costs. Are you 100% sure you want to donate this amount of money? I don't think I can thank you guys enough for all of your donations. I am literally flabbergasted by your generosity. I never thought I would get the amount I received, which was literally jaw-dropping. And I don't think I can thank you guys enough for it. I owe you so many things. I owe you a big hug. I owe every single one of you a massive fucking hug. So hopefully one day I'll be able to give you a hug. One day. And don't worry if you don't want to donate. I'm not going to force you to donate. As I say, I'm not going to force anyone to donate. You don't have to, but if you want to, contact me first, because I really don't want people sending large amounts of money to my fucking PayPal account. I'm going, how the fuck did I have that? I prefer if you verify it with me first. So thank you all for your donations, and hopefully they will help. So thank you again. I don't think I can thank you guys enough for that. And I just rammed on for 6 minutes about thanking you guys and thanking the clan. So I'm sorry, you deserve it. You deserve every thanks you can get. I'm sorry. I'm really surprised. I'm shocked and happily surprised that a lot of you are so fucking kind to donate the amounts that you donated, even a tenner, even the large amount which I received, which I'm not going to say how much was, because I literally still can't. I'm still looking at my PayPal account going, did this person really donate this amount? I'm having a thanks. Like I say, you're all the clan, you're all my friends. I really do appreciate it. And don't worry, your money is going to good use. It's keeping me supplied with cocaine. I mean plenty of filming equipment. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. Thanks. And I don't think I can thank you guys enough and give you massive fucking hugs. So let's get to the main topic of this live stream before I start to cry. Why would I pay for porn? It's fucking free. But yeah, so let's get to the main topic of this live stream, and it is actually a topic that was actually suggested a few moments ago by a clan member. In fact, have I got it up? No, I've not got it up. I had to close a couple of windows to get this live stream working. I was having major fucking problems with it 5 minutes ago. I'll talk about The Dark Knight Rises if you want at the end of the live stream, but when I talk about the topic I'm going to talk about, so save your questions about anything until the end of the live stream, which will probably be within about an hour or so, give or take how long this goes. So save your questions till then. So let's get to the topic, which is a big massive burp. No. The topic is, are collector's editions worth the price? And it was a very interesting topic that I think it really does merit discussion. Because, really, what is the definition of a collector's edition? And I'll give you my well, there you go. It's from Jasmine Man. Jazz Anaman. I probably just butchered your name. I do apologize. But yeah, that was his suggestion, and here's what I'm going to tell you what I consider a collector's edition. A collector's edition to me is a game that contains not only the game, but also contains either an art book, the soundtrack, and a piece of memorabilia from the game, i.e. a replica of something. And in my opinion, the average price that I pay for a collector's edition is £60. And it has to be, hey Shorty, it has to have the equivalent of something that merits that value. And for me personally, what equivalents £60 value is the game, an art book, a soundtrack as a plus, something related to the game, i.e. a comic book or a piece of memorabilia, or something along those lines. And a bonus DVD of the making of the game would be a bonus. And that is, yeah, the signed copies is always plus. Posters, art, lithographs, things like that. I consider that merit for value. Like the Mass Effect 3 Collector's Edition, I think was a decent price for a collector's edition. I would have honestly liked if they actually had a soundtrack, as in the disc soundtrack and not digital download, because I'm one of these people that kind of likes having the hard copy of the soundtrack. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah. But the lawyers are pointing out different collector's editions that were absolutely fantastic. So I'm just saying like the Halo 2 collector's edition. In fact, I actually have something. Give me a moment. Look. Now this isn't. I don't think this is the collector's edition of the game. One you just mentioned. Oh yeah, the Resident Evil 6 Collector's Edition is a fucking rip-off. I'm sorry, if you haven't heard, the Resident Evil 6 Collector's Edition comes with a replica of Leon S. Kennedy's jacket, leather jacket, and it costs about £800, which is a bit above my price range. But here, I'm going to show you one of my favourite Collector's Editions I got. Well, this isn't really a Collector's Edition, it's just it came with the game. Fallout 3. Now this isn't the collector's edition, but this was actually the same price as the game. It was no, it was an extra tenner when I bought it, and it came with well, I'll show you. I'll bring it out. It came with this guy, which I fucking love to this day. It is a nice little statue of the Brotherhood of Steel, nice little replica with a laser rifle, and in my opinion, I don't regret buying this because this is worth the price that I paid for because it's something from the game. It's metal. It isn't cheap. This is not cheap, by the way. This is actual metal. Tough shit. You ain't getting it. I actually got this from Game before they became a major jackass. I'm trying to remember the price exactly. I think it was around about. The average price for a game over here is about £40. I think this was actually about £50 with this. And this, in my opinion, merited the purchase that I got, which came. This is a full metal replica. This is metal, and I fucking love it. I adore it, and that, in my opinion, merits the purchase of a collector's edition. If it comes with something that looks like it took, it's off a fucking assembly line. Let's face it. It's got this thing on the bottom of it that I can't read. But yeah, this in my opinion merits the purchase of a collector's edition. I only have one of these, so none of you are getting them. No, Game got saved. For those that don't know, Game got saved by the Royal Bank of Scotland. They bailed them out basically. But yeah, this in my opinion merits a collector's edition. It came with the game and this nice little statue, which I adore to this day, and that's actually only the second time it's ever came out as a box, by the way, so that was something special for you guys. But then also you've got the other collector's editions out there that give you fucking a fuck ton of shit. Now, that is a £60 collector's edition in my opinion. It came with a statue. It didn't come with anything else, it just came with the game and the statue, but that, in my opinion, merits a £60 collector's edition. It came with something that was from the game. But if it came with the soundtrack and an art book, I would go, yeah, that kind of merits that purchase as well. However, the main problem I have with collector's edition nowadays, because back a few years ago, the collector's editions were actually really, really good. But when it comes to one thing that I absolutely adore getting in collector's editions, and it's art books. I love getting the art books for collector's editions, but a lot of art books nowadays are fucking tiny. I mean, literally, it's 12 pages. Even Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3's art book, even though I love them, they are tiny. I honestly would have liked if it came with a thicker art book. One of the best art books that came with the collector's edition of a game was Skyrim's collector's edition that came with the statue of the dragon as well, which was the main bulk of it. But the Skyrim one came in a leather-bound art book that was fucking massive. and I wanted it so fucking badly. And that, in my opinion, is an art book. That is my opinion. An art book is thick. It's meant to be thick. What BioWare gave us is nice and sweet, but it's more like an art pad. It's a couple of pages of basic artwork that they had. In my opinion, an art book has to be very thick. And that's what I really think should work. Right, give me a second. And that's my opinion. And I really would prefer that in art books and collector's edition. Like, if you gave me an art book and a collector's edition, I'd be like, buy. I want. Yeah, there is a book, The Art of the Mass Effect Universe, which I'm dying to get. If they had included that with the collector's edition, I would have bought the collector's edition so fucking fast, I don't think they would have been like, whoa, this guy bought it fast. Because that is an awesome art book, even if it came with an exclusive one. Would be awesome. Excuse me. But yeah, that's my opinion. Like, Mass Effect 3's collector's edition was really good in my opinion. It came with a nice little, it came with an art pad. It was basically a booklet. It's an art booklet. It also came with the N7 patch, a cardboard lithograph, and a comic book. And it also came with the digital soundtrack, which I was really pissed off at. When I heard that you were going to get the soundtrack with Mass Effect 3, I thought you were actually going to get a disc, which I'm majorly fucking pissed off at because I want the disc. I don't want the fucking thing. No, I didn't get the Arkham City collector's edition for two reasons. One, I couldn't afford it, and two, that fucking Batman statue was made of plastic. Fucking, that Batman statue is plastic. In my opinion, if you're going to give a statue with a collector's edition, I want it at least be metal-ish. In some way, shape, or form. It's not, I don't think it's like plastic. I think it's like a high-end plastic. Like, it won't break. I actually have seen it. It's a very flimsy statue from what I've seen. And the Brotherhood of Steel one, this one here, that's a fucking statue that I want with a collector's edition. I want a metal bloody statue because that is awesome. That is a, and I don't know how many of these are actually still around. Yeah, like, I will admit, the collector's edition for Batman Arkham City was actually pretty good. It did come with some nice stuff. It came with a art booklet. It wasn't an art book, it was an art booklet or an art pad, whatever you want to call it. It did also come with the DVD Gotham Knights, which actually, technically, they lied to you. It was meant to be a Blu-ray, but of course Microsoft says you can't give them a fucking Blu-ray. They'll make them go buy a PS3. Oh, hey Alex. I didn't get, like, for those that don't know, The Witcher 2 The Witcher 2, the edition that you can buy at any game, actually comes with several things. It comes with an art book, a soundtrack, and a fucking map. That is a fucking collector's edition in my opinion. But the collector's edition of The Witcher 2, which was called the Dark Edition, came with so much fucking shit. It came with an actual replica necklace of the Witcher medallion. And that for me alone was buy. I want it. Because that medallion is awesome. It also came, I think, with a big thick art book. It also came with several other stuff which I was dying to have because it actually looks fucking awesome. And I'm dying to get a dark edition of the game. I got my game, as you know, I got my my copy of The Witcher 2 via CD Projekt, via their review contest, and I got my copy of it. It was a production copy. It was a reviewer's copy of the game. So yeah, I didn't get the stuff with it. So I am trying to get a hold of the dark edition if I can because I really want that dark edition because it looks freaking awesome in my opinion. I stopped rubbing it in. I want to get that mainly because of the Witcher medallion. I really want one of those Witcher medallions because I really do love the look of them. They look absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I want to cosplay as Geralt one day. But yeah, there's a lot of like collector editions, in my opinion, always like different variations of different people. So let me ask you, what merits a collector edition for the clan? For each individual, it's different. What merits a collector's edition for the clan? What, for you personally, what merits it? What merits the purchase of a collector's edition? What does it have to have in it that makes you want to go buy? I want it. Give me now. One thing I will say, I don't really like the exclusive DLCs that come with a lot of these editions, because it kind of robs a lot of some people of some of the content, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. So what merits it? The simplest thing or the most complex thing? Let me know. I'll ask an even better one. For a £60 collector's edition, what do you want in it? For a £60 to £70 collector's edition, what do you want in the collector's edition of it? Because there's different variations of collector's edition. I'll get to the other ones a wee bit later. But what merits a £60 to £70 collector's edition game? So most of these are saying art book, soundtrack, replica stuff, cool merchandise like jewellery or something. Some of these are saying a steel case, which I do agree. I do prefer steel cases because I think they really are awesome. Making of DVDs, which is fantastic in my opinion. I always love watching those DVDs. Behind the scenes features, statues. So that's a lot of saying the very same thing, like dog tag posters, things like that. A lot are saying that, teddies. Of course, we got to have a teddy. Who wouldn't want a Garrus teddy with the collector's edition? But all these are basically saying the same thing as I've been saying, and some of these are saying new stuff, which is nice, it's fantastic. But in my opinion, what would you want from a £60 to £70? Would you want an art booklet or an art book? What merits an art book to you guys? For me, an art book is something that is thick, that has a shit ton. In fact, I'll grab an example. This, in my opinion, merits. This is an art book. Well, this is actually the strategy guide for Dragon Age 2, the Seeker edition, which ooh. Now, this is the collector's edition strategy guide if I've ever fucking seen one. But this, for me, in my opinion, is roughly the size of an art book for me. This is a strategy guide, gives you fucking everything, but this, in my opinion, is the art book for Dragon Age 2 because it has so much fucking content in it. It has so much fantastic drawings. Excuse me. And I was lucky, this was the last one in my local game store. Okay, I think Mass Effect 3's, I stated it a while ago, Mass Effect 3's collector's edition I think was worth the price. It gave you what you wanted, except for the fucking digital download for fucking the soundtrack. I hated it. But I still got it. But yeah, this in my opinion merits the thickness of an art book. This is hardback. Listen to that. This is a hardback. I love it. It has fantastic artwork in it. Look at that. Look at that fucking artwork. Look at that artwork. In my opinion, I would recommend this to anyone because it's not only a great strategy guide, but it's an absolute fantastic example of what an art book should be, in my opinion. It should be a little bit this thick. An art book is this. I didn't like the robot dog in Mass Effect 3. It was fucking pointless. It shouldn't have fucking been in the game. It was cute, but it shouldn't have been in the game. But this, in my opinion, is the thickness I think an art book should be. It should have shit tons of content in it. It should have artwork. It should have testimonials. It should be glossy. It should have everything that you'd want to know about the art process in a game, in my opinion. Not these fucking mini-ass booklets. They're not fucking art books. They're art booklets. And in my opinion, this merits a purchase. I would buy an art book or collector's edition of a game for £60 to £70 if it came with this as an art book, because that, in my opinion, is awesome. And it's just because you get the art booklets because it's cheaper to make them and you can make more of them. So henceforth, you can make me a collector's edition. But in my opinion, if you want people to buy your collector's edition of a game, give them something that they want. So BioWare, actually, I will give them some credit. They're actually asking people what they want in a collector's edition of Dragon Age 3. And I've stated many times they've asked me, merchandise, i.e. jewellery, replica stuff, that is always great. An art booklet is an art book is a must, and I do mean art book. And also soundtrack on a disc. T-shirt, iffy. A t-shirt would be nice, but it's not a must. And not that, in my opinion, was a collector's edition. Like, for the Dragon Age 3 collector's edition, which, by the way, I'm gonna get Dragon Age 3 when it comes out. But in my opinion, the Dragon Age 3 collector's edition, to merit a purchase from me, has to have a disc soundtrack, and I do mean fucking disc, not fucking digital. If they say digital, they can go fuck themselves. And also, Eno Zor has to be the composer. I'm sorry, he's awesome, and I want to go to him. Thank you for giving me some awesome music. Also, it has to have an art book. It has to have an art book. This, BioWare, this is a book. 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 Do you understand? This is art booklet. I will say it slowly. This is art book. 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 Many, many, many pages. Many pages. Testimonials. Character shit. That is an art book. Not an art booklet. I know it'll cost you in the long run, but an art book, not an art booklet. Which is like 12 pages and has fucking only the basic of basic artworks. I know it's good for business to sell it separately, but here's what you do: sell the art book separately. But for those that buy the collector's edition, give them an exclusive art book with extra pages, or even possibly signed. That would be awesome, would it not? An actual art book signed by the artists? That would be fantastic. But no, never going to happen. Merchandise as well, like a t-shirt or even a replica piece of jewellery. Like, who wouldn't bloody want a replica Chantry amulet or a replica ring, something along those lines? Who wouldn't want something like that? The most ridiculous to me means ridiculous in the amount of content that it has, and has so much shit in it. Two of my personal favourite collector's editions, which I wish I could have got, which I was like, I fucking want them, give me. And they were absolutely ridiculous in how much stuff they had in them, was The Witcher 2 Dark Edition, which is fan-fucking-tastic. It looks awesome, and I was dying to have it. Unfortunately, I didn't win it with a review contest. And also, the Skyrim, collector's edition, because I wanted the dragon statue. I don't know if you can see, but I have two dragon statues over there. I love dragons. I absolutely adore dragons. I'm sorry. I would love that. Yeah, I wanted that. I was dying to have that collector's edition, but it was too expensive. It was over £100, and there was no way I was going to be able to afford that. Yeah. It was on sale game at Gate. What? You gotta be shitting me. It was on sale. Damn. I wish I was gonna go there. But yeah, all the collection editions sell it like that over here. Like, if you want a collection edition of any kind of game, you have to be literally on the computer like this. Okay. When is it gonna be available? Got it! Yes! Got it. Or you have to be down there you have to be down there the day of fucking release. Who's X? You have to be down there the day of release, or the day that the collector edition is available. Mass Effect 3's collector edition, I was down there at 6 o'clock in the morning to pre-order it. I shit you not. But yeah, that in my opinion merits. But that's a £60, £70 one has to have that stuff in, as I said, and that's my opinion. Let's have a look at the Resident Evil Collector Edition. Let's have a wee look at that for an example. In fact, I'll open up in a new tab. So if anyone wants to do it with me, everyone open up. No, I don't want to open up. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Damn stupid things. My internet's been a bitch. Let's open up the Collector Edition for Resident Evil 6. Sorry, I'm using Internet Explorer and it's been a bitch. For fuck's sake. Stop! Fuck off. Internet Explorer is a piece of fucking dog shit. Okay, it's not like me to it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Resident Evil 6 Collector's Edition. I can't see the price or anything, sorry. But yeah, it's pretty expensive actually. How much is it? So excuse me, it's 100. But yeah, there's a lot. Like the collector's editions are normally quite badly priced in some cases. Like, in my opinion, what merits an over £100 collector's edition? It has to have something that makes me go, wow, I bloody want. I want it. So let me ask the question. What kind of collector edition of a game for you so excuse me would merit an over £100 or $100 purchase? What kind of collector edition would merit that for you? What kind of what would it have to have in it to make you go must have, don't care about the price, here's the 150 quid for the collector edition, I want it badly? What would merit for you, Clan? I'll tell you mine after that in a minute. I'll tell you mine after I see some of yours. Looks like we're getting a lot of nice ones. Okay, let's read out some of them. Some of you are saying statues. Some of you are saying replica clothing. Ultimate Edition including 3 big art books, 3 soundtrack discs, and all DLCs and a figure. That would have been an awesome fucking edition. I would have fucking bought that in a heartbeat. If that had been the fucking Ultimate Edition for Mass Effect 3. Like, statues, art booklet, soundtrack, figure, I'd like bought. Done, don't care about the money. Excuse me. By the way, don't fucking include DLCs in Collector's Edition, in my opinion. It's just a fucking, I hate it. I absolutely despise that with a passion, because it's just basically exclusive DLC. What's the point in getting it for the Collector's Edition, in my opinion? I don't care. I don't get editions of games for DLC. I get editions of games because there's cool fucking shit with it. So I'm not counting DLCs, but always are saying statues, making of, art booklets, soundtracks, all the DLC. Sorry, in my opinion, I hate the idea. I hate DLC now. I absolutely despise DLC right now. I want expansions. I want expansion packs. I want stuff the equivalent of Awakening. I don't want DLC. I don't want them holding out on stupid fucking story based, like Mass Effect 3, for example. Leviathan should have been in the fucking game from the start. And I'm not talking about Leviathan here. Omega should have been in the game from the fucking start, but you can guarantee EA will like, save it for fucking DLC. Save it for DLC, please. That should have been the game from the fucking start. That kind of DLC, which is just pointless in my opinion. It's just, I want expansions. I want stuff that actually adds to the game. A lot of you are saying like mail cases, art booklets, leather-bound art booklets. Awesome. Yeah, Javik, by the way, Javik was technically there from the start, by the way. He's owned the disc. It's only, you need to only buy the DLC to get access to him via that stupid wee things and all that. But yeah, I hate that. I really don't think that should be a thing. Like, unless it was actually, anything that was worked on while the game was being worked on should be on the game. Anything afterwards, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with them releasing as DLC, but a DLC for me has to be lengthy. It has to merit the purchase. And I want the DLC to expand. I prefer the word expansion over DLC. Expansion for me sounds better. It always adds more to the game. Not DL fucking C. Which really fucking every goddamn fucking publisher and developer, mainly publishers, are fucking using DLC as an excuse to fucking milk the game. To milk it and just basically add longevity to the game, basically, and also to milk us, the consumer and customers, for money. For money. Moolah. It's money, 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 money. Money calls, money calls. Here comes the money. Who gets that reference? But the Korea thing for Portal 2, I think, was absolutely awesome. But yeah, yep, Shane O'Mac, for those who go to it, that was Shane O'Mac's team, wrestling fan, sorry. Um, I haven't got Dawn Guard. I can't review Dawn Guard. I'm sorry, because I don't have enough money to actually. Well, I do have enough money from the donations to get Dawn Guard, but I really want to get equipment first before I get DLC. Um, so I will eventually play Dawn Guard, but at the moment I can't afford it. I don't have enough money to get it. The donations are going towards equipment at the moment, and then they'll go towards games and all that. I want to get the equipment stuff sorted first. So priority is camera, mic, graphics card. So unless one of you donates like Microsoft points, like say if one user dying to play, donate Microsoft points to me. Just message me the code. I'm kidding. Don't. I don't think I'd. I don't think I'd be. I don't think I'd. I think I'd feel worse for you giving me Microsoft points. But I haven't played Dawn Guard yet. I can't review it because I haven't played it. I don't have enough Microsoft points to get it, unfortunately. I will eventually play it, but I will correct it. I will play it eventually, but at the moment I can't. Sorry. I will review it eventually. Don't worry, but at the moment I can't. So. But yeah, it all depends on, like, I really do despise that. It's just basically companies milking us, the consumers and customers, for money, basically, with DLC. Like, the only company that I think I would let slide calling them DLC is Bethesda, because Bethesda do not release DLC, they release expansions. They don't release DLCs, they don't release half-assed DLCs, they release full-on, full-fledged expansions, in my opinion. And so far they've never let me down with any DLC I've bought from them, or as I like to dub them, expansions. That, in my opinion, is one, and that is an expansion slash DLC, in my opinion. Just me personally. Bethesda so far haven't done anything wrong. Bethesda are one of the few gaming companies that actually do their fucking job right. Most of the other ones are just money grabbing whores at the moment. Um, and I'm not even going to say what I think about BioWare at the moment, so I'll leave that be. But it all depends. Like, yeah, but let's just blame EA. Okay, EA are the worst. Ugh. Like, I'm sorry. I'm getting depressed again. I don't want to think about it. Um, but yeah, it's just like, I really do hate that when they do that to collector editions, where they give you exclusive DLC. Which here's my opinion when it comes to DLC. Any kind of exclusive DLC should not be exclusive. Any kind of exclusive DLC should just be cosmetic. It shouldn't be game altering. Um, in my opinion, like, let's face it. Let's use Mass Effect as the prime example. Mass Effect 3, if you played the Kingdoms of Amalur demo, gave you the Chakram launcher, which in my opinion was the biggest overpowered assault rifle you could get. Once you leveled that up, even before you leveled that up, that killed most enemies in at least 2 hits. It not only, when you charged it up, it killed them in 1, but not only did it hit your enemies, it explodes. It was an overpowered weapon, in my opinion, and it should not have been in the game, because it was over fucking powered, in my opinion. I used it, and it was overpowered. And there were a lot of DLC on the one or two, like the particle gun from Javik's DLC. That thing is overpowered beyond fucking belief. That is the best assault rifle in the game. It kills everything in near enough one full stream, and it has infinite ammo. That I can let slide because that kind of makes sense to have that kind of gun. But it was over fucking powered beyond belief. And literally, I think you could have taken a fucking Reaper on with that fucking beam. Yeah, if they would have fired back. But I really don't like that when DLCs like that come around. I want them to be cosmetic, in my opinion. The Chakram launcher I can let slide, and same with the other one as well. But I just prefer, like, armors especially, I just want them to be cosmetic. Bonus armors, in my opinion, should just have a cosmetic effect on them. You should be able to just, like, paint, it should be like a paint or a tint or a over thing like that, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But getting off track, let's get back to Collector's Edition. For me personally, what merits an over £100 Collector's Edition is a statue, art book, and I mean a bloody damn good art book. I mean leather bound, exclusive, really awesome art book. Soundtrack, some minor wee bits and bobs, and a lot of other stuff in my opinion, which is fucking awesome. But in my opinion, that's a collector's edition I would gladly pay £100 for. It has to have some pretty damn awesome things. Excuse me. So that's a £100 collector's edition in my opinion. Like, I think the Gears of War 3 collector's edition, the over £100 one, was pretty damn awesome in my opinion. Because it came with a fucking statue of Marcus Bloody Phoenix. Oh, that was awesome. I wish I could have got it, but I just got the limited edition, which is still awesome. The limited edition came with a lot of fucking shit, which was awesome in my opinion for Gears of War 3. That's a fucking good edition. Limited edition is the equivalent of a standard collector's edition in my opinion. It was a marketing thing for EA, in my opinion, for the Kings of Amalur Mass Effect thing. It was just a marketing thing so they could try and save money, but the Kings of Amalur failed miserably because it was meant to be an MMO and it failed. So yeah. The Halo 3 Collector's Edition Helmet one was pretty awesome. I've got the Halo 3 Collector's Edition under my bed. It's the tin version, which came in an art book and a making of DVD, which was pretty awesome. I liked it. No, that was the limited edition. The Collector's Edition was the helmet, which I wish I could have got, but never could. It was too expensive for me at the time. But that's my opinion. Like, it all depends on your opinion and what you like, what you prefer. Like, really, a collector's edition to me has to merit a purchase. It has to have something that I want in it. Yeah, I wanted that Lancer as well. I wish I could have had it. There is a Halo 4, by the way, though. There is a Halo 4 limited and collector's edition announced on Amazon and several other sites. I have no idea what's in them at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I think that's all I've got to say on collector's edition. It's just like it all depends on the purchase. It all depends on what's in the collector's edition. In my opinion, it has to have some awesome stuff in it for me to merit a purchase. In my opinion, it has to have something that I desperately or I really, really want out of the collector's edition so that I can enjoy it. It has to have soundtrack. It has to have art booklet. It has to have an art book, not an art fucking booklet. I hate those booklets right now because it's just cheap money. I want an art book. That is a fucking art book, not those fucking cheap ass art booklets. Comic book, if they are available, is always awesome. Like Mass Effect 3 comic book was awesome. I loved it. Dragon Age would be awesome if it came with Dragon Age 3 would be awesome if it came with a comic book, especially a hardback. That would be awesome. But I think that's all I've got to say on the matter. Like, it has to have a lot of great stuff in it. The Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood Collector's Edition I thought was actually really alright in my opinion. I didn't get it. I watched an unboxing of it. It came with like a jack in the box. It was like a jester and a few other wee bits and bobs, which I thought were pretty damn fucking awesome. The New Vegas Collector's Edition was fucking beautiful. I wanted it. It came with a deck of cards. I love me cards. The Harlequin is a mighty prick. I have seen Halo 4 on Xbox 360. I probably will end up getting it. I'm sorry, I'm a Halo fan. But we'll see what happens. Any DSP fans will get that little reference I done a minute or two ago. But I think that's all I've got to say in Collector's Edition. So that's my opinion. So I'm going to ask you, what is your dream Collector's Edition of a game? One game only. You have to pick a game, and then you have to tell me what is your dream Collector's Edition that you would want. Your dream Collector's Edition, in my opinion. What is your dream collector's edition? For any game. For one game only. For one game only. You pick your game and you tell me what your favorite, what your dream collector's edition is, and I'll tell you mine. Oh, excuse me. So, you don't have to get too detailed, but just tell me, what is your dream collector's edition for one game? It can be a game that is either came out and you were disappointed this wasn't the collector's edition, or it can be a game that hasn't out yet and you want to see this in the collector's edition. Come on, let's see the ideas flowing. Maybe they'll actually listen to us. Maybe if we pester them enough, they'll actually fucking listen to us. I'd like a Robot Wars game with the collector's edition which gave you the tools and stuff to make a real robot. That would be a fucking expensive collector's edition, Alex, but there was a Robot Wars games, I do believe, a while back. I actually played it, and it was actually alright. Halo 4 with a real live Spartan outfit. Yeah, that would be expensive as hell. Oh god, that was a bad one. Mass Effect 3 Ultimate Trilogy, which would have a huge art booklet including all three games, making of, soundtrack, DVDs, and a big ass statue of Shepard. I would buy that. I would be like, bought. I'd be like, don't care how much it is, give me it. It's £250. Don't care, give me it. That would be me. Oh, excuse me. So any more dream collector's editions out there? I'll tell you mine in a minute or two. Dragon Age 3 with making of DVD, statue of Flemeth dragon form, art booklet, soundtrack, Grey Warden pendant, and poster. That sounds awesome. Batman Arkham 3 that came with a complete 3-hour-long making of documentary, Batman Collector's Mask, Two-Face coin, Joker cards, art booklet, statue of Scarecrow. I would buy that. I'm sorry, that is a fucking awesome collector's edition if they ever did do that. Thing is though, the Arkham 3 isn't coming, it's going to be a prequel. But yeah, Denon, that is an awesome fucking sounding collector's edition if they'd done that. That would be fantastic. I wouldn't take anything out the box. I'd be like, I don't want to open it. It looks too beautiful. I'll try and get the game out without opening the box. I would be too scared to open it because that would be fucking gorgeous. I would want it. I'd be like that. And plus, Two-Face is always one of my favourite villains. I just love him. He's awesome. And mainly because I'll just grab one of my coins right here. I always like taking a coin out of my back and just going, this decides you. I always love doing this with coins every now and then just to scare people. This decides your fate. Couldn't hurt your chances to be honest with me and tell me the truth about what you did. Maybe if you told me where she was, who planned it, maybe even where they are. It couldn't hurt your chances when this flips. This decides your fate. You got lucky. Sorry, Two-Face is always one of my favourite villains. Sorry. I love Two-Face. He's awesome. He's always one of my favourites. Metal Gear Solid, which would involve a poster, making of DVD, art booklet, t-shirt, interview with those behind the scenes. Yep, that would be bloody awesome in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of the Gears of War franchise, but yeah. Do you often need to threaten people to find out where people are, with coins no less? Of course! It's much more intimidating, in my opinion, when you're going like this with a coin and going, couldn't hurt your chances. I think always intimidates people a little bit more. GTA 5 Collector's Edition, which would be a duffel bag with a gun in it and a note telling you to rob a bank and deliver the money. That would be funny as hell. That sounds like an alright collector's edition in my opinion. I don't think I ended up robbing a bank though. So, do I know? I'll tell you what my dream collector edition was and is kind of. Dragon. My one that was Mass Effect 3. I was really thinking and hoping that BioWare would go all out with the collector edition for Mass Effect 3, including a fuck ton of shit with it, but they didn't, unfortunately. A Reaper statue would have been awesome. Yeah, that would a life-size Reaper statue would have been brilliant, but not going to happen. A statue of one of the characters would have been nice. A nice thick art book would have been even better. An actual disc soundtrack. A lot of other wee bits and bobs. A replica of something would be awesome in my opinion, like a replica mini Lancer or a replica N7 dog tags would have been absolutely fantastic in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Dragon Age 3 I think is the exact same as Phantoms. A statue, an art book, a real thick leather-bound art booklet. Soundtrack with disc. It has to be a disc soundtrack in my opinion, because that is, in my opinion, that's still awesome if you get that. Choosing the statue would be awesome. That'd be nice. A pendant of some kind, like either a Chantry pendant or something else. And really, a making of DVD would be awesome, in my opinion. An interview with the cast, in my opinion. And something signed would be awesome as well. What? That's just me. That's my dream one. That's my dream, and I'm hoping they do it, but probably not going to happen if EA have everything to do, because EA just want to milk us for everything we're worth. A replica Chantry magic book, now that would be a replica Chantry Bible, now that would be fucking awesome. But never going to happen, unfortunately. So I just doing a quick check on stuff. That's never going to happen. Way too much money for them. So I think that's all I've got to say on that fact. Like, this is the closest we're going to get to the Chantry Bible. This is the closest we're going to get. Well, the closest you're going to get. I'm right next to it. And I'm nice and lovely. I love it. I would honestly, if like they had added like this hinge was actually real and they added a little hinge on it, that would have made it just that bit more awesome in my opinion. But nah, never gonna happen. Yeah, that GTA 4 collection actually sounds pretty awesome. The only thing I won't say they wouldn't do a soundtrack, but for one simple reason. They have to copyright. They have to get permission to use a shit ton of fucking music, and I doubt most of the companies that own the music would say, "Can we publish this and give it away in a collector edition?" They wouldn't like it. It would cost them too much money, and copyright issues and all that as well, and legal reasons. But I think that's about it on collector edition. Thanks for all your input, clan. It was really appreciated. Some of you made some valid points and some very good opinions, and some of you came up with some fantastic ideas for collector editions, in my opinion. And that is awesome. Yours are fantastic. I have a set. I have a set of skills that would help me track you down and take that book. You'd have to pry this from my cold, dead hands. And I must warn you, I know how to kill a man in 20 different ways. So be careful. You have to pry this from my cold, dead hands. And even then, I'd come back and kill you. Okay, here's the thing. Let me just do a quick thing. Here's my problem with digital soundtracks. You can't get them fucking signed. Just my opinion. I prefer hard copies of the soundtracks. Even if I can't do that, I normally just burn them to a disc anyway, because I want them. I really think that's, in my opinion, for those like me out there who are freaks like me. For those who are freaks like me. Yeah, I just prefer, even though I use iTunes a lot, I just prefer discs, because I can't get my iTunes signed by Inozor. I probably butchered his name there. And MD, before you start, don't rub it in. I know you've got like 2 soundtracks signed by him. But I think that's it. I think that's all I've got to say on the factor. So I'll open up any questions about the topic or anything in general. Just got to do a quick check on something. Oh, fuck, opened iTunes. Bollocks. This stream might go a wee bit laggy. iTunes tends to eat up a wee bit of stuff, so yeah, that's okay. So if you have any questions, just message them, give me a second, just want to check through some. I just want to check stuff quickly before I do anything. So what was your favourite thing from Comic Con? I actually didn't pay that much attention to Comic Con this year because there wasn't a lot of stuff that really piqued my interest. One or two movies maybe, but there wasn't anything that really piqued my interest at Comic Con. I just didn't like a lot of the stuff they were announcing. I just didn't really care, in my opinion. There were a couple of great stuff, I will have to admit. Like I might have missed one or two things. There were a couple of good movies. My favourite moment was them announcing Deadpool, the game, with Nolan North dressed as Deadpool at a panel. That was fucking awesome. I loved it. I loved it. It was awesome. What do you think about Doctor Who being cast as a Thor villain? What Doctor? What? Christopher Eccleston. Oh, Christopher Eccleston. That's the guy who left after the first season. Yeah, I think he could do an okay job. I have to wait and see. Do you think that Family Guy, and do you like Family Guy? And if you do, will you be playing the Family Guy game when it comes out? I may play it. There is actually a Family Guy game on Xbox, which in my opinion is bloody awesome. It really captures the Family Guy attitude, in my opinion. I played it, completed it, done it. It's awesome, in my opinion. It's an awesome Family Guy game on Xbox. I think it's on PS2 as well. It was fantastic. I loved it. But yeah, next set of questions. Favorite comic of all time? Now that's tricky because I haven't read a lot of older comics. Most of my comics are over there. Trying to think, what ones have I got? One of my favourites is Watchmen. I also like Blackest Night. I also like a couple other ones. There are a lot of different ones. I've not got many comics. I do actually want to pick up a lot more, so I can't really say that. Are you getting the new Injustice game? If I can, I will get the Injustice game. I really want to get that Injustice game because it looks awesome. And plus, it's made by NetherRealms. For fuck's sake, they made Mortal Kombat, and the story in Mortal Kombat was fantastic. And I do hope the Injustice story is just as awesome. Plus, I so bloody hope they have fatalities. I'm sorry, I want to be Wonder Woman or Batman beating the living shit out of Superman and then ripping his head off. Is that just me? Sorry, that's just me. What are your thoughts on the Dragon Age animated film that came out, plus the upcoming... The Dragon Age animated film, Dawn of the Secret, I thought was really good in my opinion. I didn't really like the CGI style of anime. I thought it was alright. I've never really liked that kind of anime style. But I thought it was a really good movie. I did do a review of it, so if you want to see my full opinion on it, it's up on my channel, so go and check it out. For the Mass Effect anime, I'm not that interested in it, if I'm going to be honest. It's James Vega, and I don't like James Vega that much, sorry. I just don't like him that much. I think he is one of the least interesting characters in that game, in my opinion. What would you want from Doctor Doctor Who's 50th anniversary? Daleks. I don't know. I'm not that fussed. Will you play the new Family Guy game I said? I might play it. I probably will play it. I'm a big Family Guy fan, so I probably will pick it up. So let's have a quick look. Any more questions? I have, I'm sorry, the only thing I've heard about XCOM is Spoonie's betrayal thing. I've only heard about that. I do know he doesn't hate it anymore, but I do like the look of it. I've seen a couple bits and pieces of it. It's a strategy game, and I'm not a big strategy game player, so I probably won't get it. I'm not a huge strategy game player. I suck at them. Let's just say I suck at them. Okay, I'll take a couple more questions, and then I'm going to end this. What are your thoughts on the Star Wars prequel trilogy? I think it's the same as everyone. I fucking hate them. Don't expect a review of them anytime soon. Like, I know one person has asked me in the past to do a review of the Star Wars prequel, but here's the thing: everyone's done it. Everyone has ripped those movies to shreds. There is literally nothing left. For if you want a good, an absolutely fantastic review of the Star Wars prequels, Red Letter Media, exactly. Red Letter Media fucking destroyed the. Basically, as soon as that review came out, you were just like, no one else can do it better. No one else, because he literally ripped it to pieces. There was nothing left of the Star Wars prequels. Nothing. So I don't think there's any point in reviewing the Star Wars prequels, because they have been ripped to shreds and there is nothing left of them. There is literally nothing left of the prequels. They are lying there in microscopic pieces. The only thing I could do would be steal jokes, and I ain't gonna fucking do it, because I'm not that good. Okay, I steal occasional jokes. Okay, let's have a look at a couple more. What character do you want in Injustice? I really would like to see some. I really want to see some Teen Titans. I'm sorry. I want to see characters like Raven, Starfire. I want to see a couple of Young Justice characters, Miss Martian. I want to see. I want to see some. I really want to see some familiar faces, but I really want to see some more obscure ones as well. I want to see characters that we haven't seen in a game before. So it would be nice to see some newer characters, but also some familiar faces. Like I really want to see Raven in it. I think Raven would be awesome in that game. Just in my opinion. Same with Starfire as well. Let's have a couple more questions. David Tennant versus the new stupid Doctor. I prefer David Tennant because he's awesome, but the new Doctor isn't that bad. I was a wee bit skeptical on him, but I think he's actually done a pretty damn decent job in my opinion. Do you believe in UFOs? Duh. I'm sorry, if you don't believe in UFOs or aliens, you're fucking retarded. I'm sorry, you are fucking retarded and stupid, because there ain't no fucking way that we are the only intelligent species in this entire universe, this galaxy. No, sorry, no chance. No chance. And if you believe that we are the only intelligent species in this planet, and sorry, in this universe, you are the stupidest person in the world. Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. Yep, that would be awesome in Injustice as well. Yeah, definitely not fucking Starfire from Red Hood and the Outlaws. If you haven't seen it, clan, go check out Alex Lantis' review of Red Hood and the Outlaws issue 1. It's funny as hell. And he rips it to pieces. And basically, it's awesome. Starfire is ruined as a character. I'm trying to think it doesn't exist anymore. She's basically turned into a slut. What's your favourite comic book movie of all time? I'm sorry, it's going to have to be Avengers. I'm sorry, it's Avengers for me. Because it just has everything that fits a comic book movie. It is that fucking awesome. Definitely the Avengers is the best comic book movie I've ever fucking seen. Also, another one that you may have noticed right about there, in my opinion. That movie right there, anyone can guess it. That, in my opinion, is a really awesome, really fucking awesome comic book movie. In fact, just definitely, there's the source material. Definitely one of the best comic book movies I've read. It's, well, comic book slash, I don't know. For me, The Crow as a comic book is kind of like manga-ish because it's black and white. But yeah, this is what read it. But just for those that haven't seen it, here is the start of The Crow. This is the beginning of the Crow graphic novel. Don't know if you can see it. It basically says, in memory of Brandon Lee. You have sadly missed Love James, who is the author and creator of The Crow. That is a touching sentiment. That is awesome. This is a... Okay, definitely, if you're a fan of The Crow and you've never read the source material, pick this up. Pick it up. It is fantastic. It's awesome. And The Crow is one of the best adaptation movies I've seen in a long time. I never read the source material before now, and then I read the source material in one sitting. The Crow is fantastic. I still love the movie, and I still love this. It's absolutely fantastic. And just the fact that James O'Barr basically dedicated a page to say rest in peace Brandon Lee, who did a fantastic job as the Crow basically. That is fantastic and major props to him. And fuck off the reboot. Leave the movie alone. It's fine as the way it is. Fucking cock. Don't reboot The Crow. It's fine the way it is. It's fine the way it is. Stop fucking rebooting it. Ugh. Do you like Stargate? Die. I'm a sci-fi. I like sci-fi. I love Stargate. It's awesome. I saw every episode of Stargate. I saw most episodes of Stargate SG-1. Every episode of Stargate SG-1. Most episodes of Stargate Atlantis, and 1 or 2 episodes of Stargate. Fuck, what is it called? The newer one. I keep forgetting it. What's going on? Have you ever been abducted by... Yeah, I was abducted by the Asari a few years ago, and trust me, they are very fucking vindictive if you don't please them right. Jeez Louise, some of them are very horny. Also, there was a Krogan there, and let's just say my asshole will never be the same again. Yeah, like, I don't care about... if those... The Crow cuffs... I'd say Brandon Lee, if those who don't know, Brandon Lee died on the set of The Crow after being shot during a scene in the movie, which is very sad in my opinion. I don't know. Some people say it was an accident. Other people say he was murdered. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I don't think the cost would actually affect that problem. If the reboot's done well, I'll think it's okay. But nothing will beat the movie, I'm sorry, and nothing beats the source material. Brandon Lee, if he hadn't died, I think he would have been a fantastic, absolutely amazing action star nowadays. I think he'd still be making movies today, and he would be definitely a worthy successor to his dad's title. But at the same time, he would also be able to have stood out on his own. He would have been able to be his own action star, and I think he would have been absolutely fantastic. I honestly... Even his acting is awesome. I think he probably, if he kept going, if he hadn't died, he would have won Oscars, in my opinion, because he done everything right. His acting is bloody fantastic as well. Unlike a lot of other action stars who can't act. To name a few, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and many, many, many others. I actually think he could have been a good Batman, actually. I do agree with you, Charles. I think he could have done an absolutely fantastic Batman because he done absolutely fantastic Crow. And I think he could have done it. So I'm just skimming through this again. I absolutely love this graphic novel. It's fantastic. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, in my opinion, if you haven't seen The Crow and you've never read this, in fact, you know what? I'm going to do you a favour. I'm going to just X. The Crow Special. In a second. Buy it. That's the American one. Just Google on YouTube and on Amazon.co.uk. Buy it. Buy it. I'm not even saying if you want, just buy it. Don't buy it. Buy it. Buy it. No arguing. No plan. No arguing. This is the one thing I'm telling you to do right now. Buy it. Buy it. Now. Now. Go buy. 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 Go buy it. Now. 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 Just go to, sorry, that's the American link. Just go to amazon.co.uk and type in The Crow as well. 2 seconds, I'll get the, sorry, I completely forgot, I forgot to get the I've got to get the UK version. Shit, no, I didn't want to do that. Fuck off. There's the UK version. Buy. No, go. Don't even say. Don't even think about it. Just buy. Buy it. Buy. Go. This is an order. This is an order from your leader. Buy it. Now. 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 Go. Yeah. Read it. Read it. Do you want me to review this? Do you want me to review this? Who wants me to review The Crow? Do you want me to review The Crow, the graphic novel, or the movie? What one? What do you want me to review? Both? I'll try and figure out when I can review it. I'll try and review both the graphic novel and the movie. I'll try and do both, okay? So that I'm announcing it here. I'm going to be doing a review of The Crow Special Edition graphic novel and The Crow, the movie starring Brandon Lee. So that's officially announced right here, right now. The Crow review is coming. It may take a while though, especially with the style way I do my reviews. So, if you made a joke about the Crow, Alex, I think I would have to go and get my Crow outfit and come and kill you in the most horrible and painful way imaginable. So yeah. So yeah, definitely. I'll review it. Go watch it. Go. It's on YouTube, by the way. For those that don't know, the movie's on YouTube. I watched it on YouTube last night. But yeah, I'll try and get a review of The Crow done as soon as possible. I'm not going to scan it or anything because that's not my style of review I do. But I will actually want to show you one of my favourite covers that it has here. They actually had the covers coloured in at one point on the back. I'll just show one that I absolutely adore. Thanks. See if I can find it. That's not it. Here's two of my favourites. Two of my favourite covers. But yeah, I'll try and review them as soon as possible. So, as announced, I'm going to be reviewing my first graphic novel. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be one of my favourites. So, get ready. But yeah, so that's going to be awesome. So, do we have any more questions out there? And I'll take 2 more questions, then I'll end the stream. Just give me a moment to stick this back. Did you see the Crow series? I only ever saw. Nope, I've never seen the Crow series, and I don't want to because I heard it's bad. Almost as bad as the Highlander series. I'm sorry, I don't think I could review the Highlander either. That's been ripped to piss. So I'll take one more question and then have to say goodbye to this cam. What is your favourite animated TV show? This is the final question. It's a very tough question. It's tough to say, but if I had to be honest, it has to go to Batman the Animated Series. It's one of my all-time favourite animated series of all time. Fantastic, definitely one of the best in my opinion. I think it's everyone who grew up with it has to agree that it's one of the best animated series of all time, in my opinion. Every episode is fantastic. Same here. Digimon is an anime. Digimon Tamers is my favourite though, and I do agree with Jazz. I do agree with you. Spectacular Spider-Man was great. It should not have been fucking cancelled. Spectacular Spider-Man was fucking fantastic, in my opinion. And guess what? One of the producers or writers, I can't remember what one it is, of Spectacular Spider-Man is the producer on Young Justice. And Young Justice is awesome. And by the way, there's an episode in which, basically, I don't know if they meant to do this, where they actually do a dig at Marvel for Spectacular Spider-Man. I shit you not. Here's what I shit you not. I shit you fucking not. There's an episode in the first season where they do that. They get one of the characters called Black Web, who they get the same voice actor and and basically enough the same model by the looks of it of Spectacular Spider-Man, and it's actually a legit dig in my opinion to Marvel, basically going, "This is what you missed out on, Marvel." Fucking assholes for cancelling Spectacular Spider-Man. It ended on a fucking cliffhanger as well, and it was infuriated me. I want it back. I want Spectacular Spider-Man back. Ah, I really want Spectacular Spider-Man back. It's awesome. Young Justice, though, is a really good series in my opinion, and definitely a must-watch. So I think I'll end the stream here, guys. Here, clan. Thank you for coming. I really do appreciate every single one of you who came and enjoyed this. Thank you all. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all the support and all that, and thanks for all your donations for those who donated. And I don't think I can say thank you enough to every single one of you for all your support. And let me just do one final thing. Don't forget that I have a subscriber goal / clan member goal of 500 subscribers by the 31st of August, which is in 26 days. 28 days. In 28 days. And if we achieve that, as I said, I will sing Liliana's song. We are currently at, let me just double check. We are currently at 464 subscribers, which is not that far away from the big one. Not that far off. We're only 46 subscribers away. But yeah, just thanks for all these. You're all doing your best. You're all spreading the word of the clan. Maybe Phantom. Maybe we'll do a duet. That would be awesome. Although we'd have to meet up and do it. Because I really couldn't do it over Skype or something. What? We'll see what happens. Maybe a sing off. But thanks to all you coming. Just keep spreading the word of the clan. Of course you'd win, Phantom. You got a fantastic voice. I don't. But thank you all for all your support. I really do appreciate it, and I don't think I can thank you all enough for all the support you've given. And I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope it was enjoyable, and it was entertaining for you at least. And everyone, say goodbye to this webcam. This will probably be alright. Everyone gets a hug. Yeah, okay, hug Phantom, hug Phantom. So everyone, say goodbye to the cam. This camera's going. Goodbye, camera. Thank you for all your support, all your help. You will not be missed. No, sorry, you will be missed. Bye-bye. I really do appreciate it. Good camera. Good camera. You done your job. And I went yellow. You done your job. Now it's time for your retirement. Take it easy. You will now only be used for making my porn. So, thank you, webcam. Thank you. So, thank you all for all your support. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you all later on. And ciao for now. Mwah.